What's up everyone, we're back with a new video, and if you can't tell, I got a new mic, so I can probably make my audio a little bit better in this video. So that's a plus. And I want to start this video off by answering a question I get once in a while behind the scenes. So practically someone asked me why I don't upload a lot of videos on this channel. Well, even though I want to talk about video games, I want to talk about subjects that interest me, there's really not a lot I want to talk about that's not like a popular, topic or something that I have very little or enough knowledge in to make a valid argument with. So I kind of avoid these big topic issues and just stick to the smaller stuff, but that's a problem. I don't find a lot of smaller stuff. In this video, I found something small that I want to talk about, so we're going to get into it. So, if y'all don't know, I play this game called Action Tamanin, which is a bunch of, I guess, you can call them hentai characters, but they made like a little RPG phone game out of it, and it's actually a really fun game. I do thoroughly enjoy it. I do feel like there could be a little bit more to it and a little bit less, which brings up the topic of this video. I was, I guess, screwing around on a social media site, and I come across someone who, air quotes, I can't do the air quotes on this damn avatar, but air quotes, that there may be more crossovers coming to the Action Tamanin game. And I kind of want to get into the one I thought was the appropriate or the more interesting out of the so-called crossovers coming. So all the I guess potential ones they had one list called Tentacles Witches, which is another hentai series known for its adult content, but it also has like similar characters to Asagi, and that's kind of putting it a little bit lightly, right? But I looked into it and I'm like, that would be a really interesting thing, like, to see more crossover characters. Because right now there's like one in the game, and I don't know how many people got it. It's also the only crossover in the game that you still have to pay like retail value for. You can't unlock by grinding it out or whatever, which I do think is a little bit stupid. But yeah, so so far from what I can tell, there's only the 3 characters in Tentacles Witches, and I have watched this series. Yeah, I know. Hey, when you're bored, right? But I looked into it, and if they did bring these characters to the game, what would most likely be their layouts, or would they be a support character or whatever, right? So this is my kind of thoughts about it. Okay, so this is what they kind of had. This is what I can think the characters may play like if they do come to the game. And bear with me, like I said, these characters are not confirmed coming to the game. This is someone's talking point I found on a social media site. So I'm kind of like just going with, like, let's say they are coming out. What will they most likely be, right? Now, the first one up is like the new girl of the series. If you ever watch the series, you know why I call her new girl. She will probably either be an orb user like the ice chick in the dark elf, just using an orb, throws stuff out there. But I think she'd be more unlike the other two who are like an aggro and a defensive. I think she'd be more of a technique or like a range like character, more likely in this game. I think she'd probably be more like I can focus on both mid and far range and have little and bounce between the two. I think would be mostly the thing. She also probably be another Asagi character, but I don't want to think that because there's already 3 Asagi characters. She might be the lieutenant chick, the one with the katana with the sheath. I think she'd probably be more of that style, if you ask me. Which, if she would probably be more defensive, in my opinion, than aggro as the other character. But that's he said, she said at that point. Now, the crazy lolly character in the game or in the series, if she came to the game, what she'd be? I think she'd either be a fiend user, like the green haired chick going on right now. But I think instead of being more of an aggro type, she'd be more defensive if she picked that. She might be also more of a like trap based character, like the axe wielder is in the game, set you up to do a lot of damage. I actually think that'd be pretty cool. Another one I could probably think she'd would probably be like Sakura, the twin blade, which would be a little interesting to see. But I think she instead of being like multiple slices, she'd be more of a, how can I put it? Because we already have 2 Sakuras in the game, so maybe instead of being like offensive or trick, so she'd be more of a defensive I don't know how that will work, but I'm trying to think how that would play. But yeah, I actually think that would be one of 2 options for that character. And the third one is the old guard character, who I think she could be one of 3 types in this game. And I think they would be like, she would either be the kicker girl, like the one we had before. She'd probably be somewhere on that line. She might be another Ingrid, because I know there's not another Ingrid right now. Or she might be another spear user, like the new character we got and the other one before her. And how this would probably play, she'd probably be a mix between defense and aggro, depends on which one it is, because she fits all 3 of those. She fits that real good in the series, so I think she'd be turning her gameplay. It'd be one of those 3, an aggro defense mix, a aggro defense mixer character, which I would actually think would be pretty cool. Now, if they did do this, they would have to do like a little event to it, like to promote it. And how I think they would probably do the event would be, you would have to deal with Asagi stuff, but you would probably deal with you probably have to deal with stuff from their worlds, which is a bunch like of, I'd seen minor stuff, mostly like octopus-like monsters and whatever. If I say how they probably do it right, was Asagi's enemy in the game probably summoned the Dark Lord from that series, and it'll probably be like they're teaming up to take care of both of them and split like a world fusion, which I think is pretty cool. But overall, I don't know, it's just so much to imagine when it comes to this, right? But as I'm winding this video up, I'm just going to say, okay, if they do have a crossover event with these characters, I would actually like to see it. I think it would be pretty cool. I do think it'd be good to have more other characters from like similar series. But as for this one, I actually want this to happen. If this does happen, I will celebrate. But I'll catch y'all later, and I'm out. Bye.